Hello, good people, and welcome to the next edition of Should I Join a Data Bootcamp? My name is Greg, and I run Data Independent, a learning platform for data analysts and data scientists all over the world. And in this series, we're going over 18 of the most common questions I get about a data bootcamp experience. And today, we are going to be going over the question, will a bootcamp help me get a job afterwards? It may seem like it to the untrained eye that this is an obvious answer, and the obvious answer would be yes. But let's go into the details about what it looks like. So keep in mind that for 12 weeks, you're going to learn data science and programming. You generally, if you're doing an analytics boot camp. And at the very end, they allocate about 2 weeks for interview prep and kind of job searching and helping you navigate those waters. And so when we get down to the bare bones of it, will a boot camp help me get a job afterwards? Yes, somewhat. Now, what I mean by that is yes, they will help you get a job, but in fact, I want to put this point as number two. The tricky part with this is that getting a job is going to be 100% dependent on the effort that you put in yourself. What I mean by that is yes, a ton of people get jobs after boot camps, but it's because they earned it themselves, not necessarily because the boot camp gave them the job. Keep in mind that you're going to have to convince an employer to hire you. The boot camp isn't going to do convincing for you because the boot camp doesn't have skin in the game for you going to another employer. So boot camps, they'll give you tools to help you find a job yourself, but you're going to have to use those tools in order to go get it. So for example, a boot camp will give you resume help. I think that's great. Your personal brand is going to look a whole lot better on paper. They're going to give you some interview prep. So this could look like mock interviews or interview questions or coding challenges and things like that you might expect to see in an interview. And they might even give you a list of companies, meaning like, hey, here's some companies that you may want to look into for given fields. What you're going to do is you're going to take all those tools and then you're going to hit the ground. It's going to turn into a numbers game, and you're going to start going after all these companies and trying to find the position that works best for you, and then start making your pitch. Now, if I were to suggest where you should spend your energy, you can either spend a ton on interview prep or on sourcing. And in my personal opinion, you should spend more time on sourcing different jobs and identifying what's out there versus the interview prep, because you can do all the interview prep you want. If you don't have any if you don't have any like job prospects, it's not going to do you any good. I would rather have a ton of job prospects and then understand what I need to do to prep exactly for those interviews rather than just prep blindly for a general interview. So that is, will a bootcamp help me get a job afterwards? Check out the other videos in this playlist for more questions. And also there's a link in the description to a blog post that has all of these questions already written out, so you can check them out, the answers as well. Thanks. Happy analyzing.